You are tuned in to another episode of The Ghetto. Point of View Podcast, sponsored by
Hey,
Oh, snap!
yeah, that boy back, ain't he? Yeah, hey, in the city, that boy came from the West Coast, came right to the West Coast, yeah. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Lee Boy, and we're back with another episode of the GPOV. That's the Ghetto Point of View Podcast. Well, my opinion is like EBT to the hood, right? And today's topic, we got Cam Newton, Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter. You know, just this past weekend, we had a big primetime game we all watched. Well, most of us probably watched. Colorado played against UCF, and it was a dominant game. But just before the game kicked off, right, this happens.
My whole thing with Shedeur is this. You followed him since he was at Jackson State, correct?
Yeah, even when he was in high school.
Right?
Yeah.
What win can he hang, like what performance
Can you hang your hat on?
can you hang your hat on in college?
Yeah. The only thing I have was like that TCU or that Nebraska game his first year. This year,
We're talking about TCU, and they ended up not being a good team.
yeah. Nebraska last year was subpar. Ain't like he beat. Well, you was at Auburn. He was at Colorado. It was like Auburn wasn't no favorite to win before you got there. Nobody was picking Auburn to win no national championship. For sure. I don't even think they even thought y'all was going to have a winning season before you got, yeah? And y'all was in a tougher division. My bad, boy. Hey. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, though. Without even saying that.
All I'm gonna say is this:
Hey, don't get it mistaken. That's Beeman over there.
be careful with them comparisons.
My bad, boy. Don't hurt me.
Now, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the disrespecting elders and our leaders or our elders. Let's leave it at that, right? Especially someone that has pretty much paved a way for players to be able to stand out and do their own thing. Specifically speaking of Cam Newton. Cam Newton is definitely one of the most individualistic type players, and I'm not saying like he's a selfish player. I'm saying he's a person that doesn't mind putting himself out there for the team, for the whatever, for the cause. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely commend him for that, and I respect him for that. What I personally do not agree with is this clip right here.
My whole thing with Shedeur is this. You followed him since he was at Jackson State, correct?
Yeah, even when he was in high school.
Right?
Yeah.
What win can he hang, like what performance
Can you hang your hat on?
can you hang your hat on in college?
Yeah. The only thing I have was like that TCU or that Nebraska game his first year. This year,
We're talking about TCU, and they ended up not being a good team.
yeah. Nebraska last year was subpar. Ain't like he beat. Well, you was at Auburn. He was at Colorado. It was like Auburn wasn't no favorite to win before you got there. Nobody was picking Auburn to win no national championship. For sure. I don't even think they even thought y'all was going to have a winning season before you got, yeah? And y'all was in a tougher division. My bad, boy. Hey. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, though. Without even saying that.
All I'm gonna say is this:
Hey, don't get it mistaken. That's Beeman over there.
be careful with them comparisons.
My bad, boy. Don't hurt me.
Now, how are we going to figure out this gap that we got between the younger generation and the older generation, and how the young people have no respect for their OGs and all of this stuff like that blah blah blah. That we've been talking about how back in the day, we respected our elders. Like my age group, we respected our elders. Now the ones under us, they don't really got the same type of level of respect. And I feel like this type of situation is why. Because you went to the game, you showed your respects, to start off with, you're supporting prime time, like off the rip, that's one of your peers in the football space, right? And of course, you go to show love to the players that you've been knowing since they growing up, you know what I'm saying? And they show you a little disrespect. Instead of taking the high road, going on with it, understanding, okay, whatever it is, whatever. You go along and do this. Now, I'm not saying that, of course, you're a grown man. Like, we all got our own opinions. We all got our own ways of handling situations. But to pretty much, in a roundabout way, compare legacies, and this man, Shedeur, is not even nowhere near your level of play, and you know this. Like, and I'm not comparing skills, I'm comparing tenure. Like, you've been playing the game for however long you've been playing it, right? This man is just now in college. He grew up, we all see it, silver spoon, we can say that. As a kid, he was on TV, not only Deion Sanders' son, right? So all the success that he's athletically gained, he's the player, he has to play the game. But, of course, he starts out ahead of the curve, right? You, on the other hand, you took, and I'm not trying to say you're better for because you had this, this route to take, but look at what you as a player had to go through. You started out, a great player, a good player in high school, go on to college, a D1 college. You bounce back to get a better opportunity, because back in the day, we didn't have the opportunities that they have. Look at Shedeur. Shedeur switched schools, but literally there was no time lost. There was nothing lost. It's just from one school to the next school, right back on the field. You, on the other hand, you had to bounce back, go JUCO, red shirt, because, I went the JUCO route, so the route, I know the route. You go JUCO, you had the red shirt a year, come out, you kill it. You kill the JUCO world. Boom, Auburn, you kill D1. I'm talking about kill it. Then you go on to the Panthers, kill it. Take them further than they've been since I've been on. Well, since I know, right? But there is no comparison, bro. You saying stop the comparison or be careful with the comparisons, bro. There is no comparison. I promise you. I respect your grind, your grit, your game, bro. I respect it, bro. There is not an ounce of comparison between Cam Newton and Shedeur Sanders. None. So, back to my original point, the reaction, how you reacted to that situation. And I don't know, man, hey, maybe somebody, maybe you've seen too many clips and you got to clear it up. Maybe, your co-host wanted to speak on it, or however the situation came. I personally wouldn't have never, ever even uttered the comparison words. You feel me? Because, bro, you goated, bro. You goated. You are definitely goated. But not to take nothing from Shedeur, bro. Shedeur played Texas high school football. Now, come on now. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. You know what I'm saying? That Texas is definitely a hard nose when it comes to football. So it's not like he just had an easy route to get to where he at. And he had Colorado. Yes, he with his dad. Yes, he with his brother. Yes, he with, players that may have came through the portal with him and all of this. But he still got to strap it up, bro. Pause. He still got to put on that equipment, dog. He still got to run them plays. And from what I see, he is definitely a baller, bro. So, no, we're not comparing Shedeur Sanders to Cam Newton. But what we are doing is giving Cam Newton his flowers, but we're also allowing Shedeur to be him, not just primetime son. Like, we done with that. He showed that at Jackson. Cool, we got it. We got it. But now, this Colorado team that he's leading, of course, with Travis Hunter, that man is a baller. But man, oh man. Him to shoot off Cam Newton like that in a big setting like that definitely I don't agree with. Okay? And I definitely would never agree with that. You feel me? It's definitely a different day and age, 'cause back in the day, I feel like the old heads, someone like a Cam Newton would have grabbed him up. And even though Cam is not part of the coaching staff or nothing like that, I feel like anybody around would have probably sat back and been like, yeah, you feel me? Because that's disrespectful. You feel me? Like, I played football in Florida, bro. Like, that's the type of stuff we own. You feel me? Like, disrespecting a coach or disrespecting the elder or doing, we snatch you up real quick and correct that. But it's a different day and age, man. So sometimes you got to just take it, you feel me? And roll with it, you feel me? But yeah, everybody responds different, man. So I can't knock you for responding like that. I just personally don't think that, as an elder, you feel me, that sets an example that one could follow. Like, okay, if a youngin try you, you should pull out his stats and compare them. Ask what has he done to be as big as you. Like, I can't do that. I can't, you feel me? I wouldn't be able to do that. Yes, I'm not Cam Newton. I'm not even Shedeur or Travis. What I'm saying is, it's just not something that I think is conducive to us as people. You feel me? Or to the dynamic between the youngers and the olders. You feel me? Yeah, man. So that's my take on the Cam Newton versus Shedeur versus Travis Hunter situation that took place. By the way, great game, Colorado. Y'all boys doing y'all thing. You feel me? It's definitely not gonna be an easy road, but y'all boys definitely get everything y'all deserve. You feel me? It's your boy Lee Boy. You already know. Don't forget to hit the bell, like, comment, subscribe, share this, you feel me? It's the GPOV, that's the Ghetto Point of View podcast. Well, my opinion, like EBT, like I said, EBT. Eat better tonight, eat better tomorrow, eat better today. You feel me? But share it. Don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified when we get a notification anytime we post. Peace.
You are tuned in to another episode of The Ghetto. Point of View podcast, sponsored by